One of my goals for 2021 on my channel was to review all the films that are dropping on HBO Max and in theaters. There's quite a lot of these. I've reviewed every single one that has released, every single one in order, which started, of course, with Wonder Woman, and it has continued. And recently I saw a trailer for what I didn't know was a Sopranos prequel movie, and I really liked the trailer. And I've always kind of known about The Sopranos. It's a really popular show. It's very high critical acclaim, of course, and the show, uh, you know, is made by HBO, who makes incredible content. I love stuff like The Godfather, and Goodfellas and Casino and stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff. They're fantastic movies. If you've never seen The Godfather, what are you doing with your life? It's one of the greatest films ever made. Same thing with Godfather 2. And you need to see Casino and Goodfellas because they're also incredible movies. Some of the best Martin Scorsese movies, who is one of the greatest directors of all time. So, you know, but this is all kind of stuff you already knew. But yeah, I kind of was just checking the show out most as quick as I did, just because of the Sopranos prequel movie. So I sat down, watched all 6 seasons of the show. What an incredible show! Um, I mean, this show is incredible, especially performance-wise. I think all what I really liked about this show is I expected when someone had described the show to me like this, is I expected a mafia show or mafia movie, kind of like Goodfellas or Casino, because it kind of be described like that. It's nothing like that. Yes, this show is about the mafia, but it's really about our character, our main character, Mr. Soprano, who is in going to therapy to deal with his stress, and he has to reveal, and he slowly throughout every episode of the show goes through a specific event in the story, and that happens to him, and it's beautiful because within each story there's so much symbolism, which is not something I expected. I didn't expect the amount of subtlety and symbolism, all that in the show, but I also didn't expect our character to be as much of a like kind of a villain as he was. He is an anti-hero, yes, but he's more of a villain than an anti-hero, but he's still technically an anti-hero. But when I think about stuff like The Godfather, the subtlety in that movie is like they have ways of justifying their acting. They say keep it away from schools, keep the drugs away from schools. In the third episode of the show, the underage daughter is able to get herself on drugs. This show does not hold back. I think that's partially because it was an HBO show, but this was also a very risky show at the time. This was not a show that was ever made before. This is a show that, because of the way it was so well received and written, that it was able to later influence greater shows like Breaking Bad and stuff. And this is an incredible series. It has incredible characters, incredible writing, incredible dialogue, incredible symbolism, which I did not expect, the amount of subtlety and incredible writing that came from such a beautiful show like this. It was very impressive. It was smart. It was witty. It was a very special one-time kind of series. You will never get anything like it. My only thing about watching this series is of course I saw the trailer before watching the series, so I didn't know there was a Sopranos prequel. Well, I knew there was one in development. I heard something about it from friends who are a fan of the series, but I didn't realize at the time I watched that trailer how little the show needs a prequel. Like, our main character kind of tells you everything you need to know about his childhood within the show. And his dad was involved in the mafia. Because of that, he got put into it and other things like that. He kind of says that stuff to you. This isn't a thing like Breaking Bad where it kind of excuse me, ended on a cliffhanger to where you would need that resolved. I don't really need this resolved. at all. I think it worked really great. I don't know why we're getting a Sopranos prequel. I will watch it and give it a chance, but overall, I'm not crazy about seeing a Sopranos prequel because the series is incredible, and it's just like I felt like everything was perfect. It all lined up so well. I don't see them. I'm not looking at it going, man, they didn't explain that or this. No, I think they explained everything perfectly. It was a great ride with great characters and great writing, and it was put together in a way with great symbolism and great moments, and just it had a perfect ending to it, and it wrapped up nicely. I don't feel like it needs a prequel, a sequel, or any form of continuation at all. It was just a perfect show. This is as perfect as television shows get.